Hey guys, what's going on? How's everybody doing today? Did you guys have a great day? I did, and if you noticed, I did not come in here live. I didn't post anything during the day, and if you notice on my social media, I don't post anything there either, because you know what? It's one of those, like I was talking about before, you know, I have my Beachbody life during the day, or like in the mornings and in the evening. My time is carved out for that. When I am at work, I am at work. And like I said, I'm really busy, really intense. I try to always make sure I break away for lunch or to have some sort of refresh throughout my day so I can recharge my batteries. But that's when I'm at work and I'm focused. And I tell you, we were cranking today, so I was excited. I don't know if it was just because I was super excited that we had this going on and I just felt really productive. Any of you that are in HR or have ever worked policy or anything like that, I got a memo signed today. I got a policy signed today, so I'm really super excited about that and just flying high. So it's incredible, you know, coming in here and you go from one success to the next to the next to the next. I'll tell you, it's not always like that, but that's life. There's so much. Everybody thinks that this coaching is such an enigma to it, but it's not. It's just this added layer to make you force you to start seeing the better things in life and seeing it through a more positive lens. Not a rose-colored lens, but a positive lens. So with that said, I'm just going to be flying high, so I'm excited about that. I want to talk to you about a couple things, and a couple of them, you guys have been asking these great questions. I've gotten some great messages. Sorry about that. I live by the alarm clock. I need to set or if it goes off again, I've been talking too long, so we'll look at it that way. But I will actually share my time management, because a lot of you guys have been asking about time management. A lot of you have been asking about how much effort and time it really does take, and I am more than willing to share with you what it is I do now. Please understand that when I first started coaching, this was not what my schedule looks like now. Almost 2 years into the business is not the same as what I did when I first started. When I first started, and I pride myself on this, and I will always pride myself on this, it took me 1 hour a day. I did 1 hour a day, 30 minutes in the morning for my commute, 30 minutes in the afternoon for on my commute home, and that's what I focused on in my business. That's how I grew a business. It was my consistent actions for that 1 hour a day, every single day. And honestly, I typically don't do Saturdays or Sundays or anything like that. Our work week is typically Sunday through Wednesday, Thursday time frame. And then Friday, people like to start, it's an online business. And so the statistics are that people start to check out of social media on Fridays and Saturdays, even on Thursdays. Thursdays are a lot of times, people are checking out already. And so then we start right back up on Sunday nights. So anyway, really excited about all this. So a lot more of the questions. 1 hour a day is what I've been doing. And I broke it down. I actually broke it down for the last 2 years, what I've been doing. And it wasn't until I finally said to myself, and I talked to you guys about this yesterday, I saw a post from my coach and I went, I can do this. You know what? Not only can I want to do this. And in order to do that, you've got to you have some goal planning. Melanie Mitro, who is the top coach in our company, and who has agreed she'll come on here and hop on and answer any of your questions if that's something that you guys want. I will ask that question of you guys, and if you guys want Melanie to jump on, if you don't know her, but she's incredible, and she's very generous with her time. She's very generous with her team. You wouldn't expect somebody that's got close to, I think we've got like 7,000 people on our team. You wouldn't expect somebody that's leading a team of 7,000 people to be so available and so committed and so generous with her time. Incredible person, incredible environment to be a part of. And she is the first person that will tell you that family comes first in everything that you do. But yeah, so she'll jump in here. So with that said, the other things that you guys have been asking about have been cost, has been actual how do you make money, and then also is this a scam? And I will tell you, I'm going to address the scam thing first and foremost because it's the easiest to explain, and the answer is no, it's not a scam. We hear the term pyramid scheme, and I can tell you right now, for two reasons, it's not a scam. Is that a pyramid scheme is illegal. First and foremost, I'll tell you that right now. A pyramid scheme is when goods and services are not being exchanged, that only one person is taking and nobody is receiving. And as you can tell, you will never tell me, you will never ever be able to tell me, who has sat there and have lost 70 pounds with these products, I've lived a happier and healthier and more consistent life. You will not be able to tell me that that Beachbody is a scam, because they are giving something back to me. I will drink my Shakeology daily and religiously, and I look forward to it. So no, it is not a scam. And second of all, quite frankly, and I'll divulge it here in the group, because most of you guys are government workers, but you know what, as government workers and the oath that we have to take, and the background checks and the scrutiny that we have, and the level of scrutiny that I have associated with my job, I would never jeopardize something like that to be part of something that's illegal. Like, that's just a moral and ethical dilemma that I would never put myself into, and I'd never put my husband into that either, or my family. You know, and so that's the easy one. So your guys' questions about the scam is, no, it's not a scam, and you can look it up. People want to say it's a scam because they want to find something wrong with it. People automatically try to go to the negative, and we see that every day in coaching. We see that every day when we try to help people with their health and fitness. They say they want it, and it's helping them get there to realize that they really do, and that's the trick. And all right, so I want to talk about how you make money and costs associated with it. So first of all, cost. And this, or I'm sorry, first of all, we're going to do how to make money. And I get excited about this because I've got almost 20 years in human resources, and one of my very first jobs was incentive compensation. And so I love like getting into everybody's incentive compensation plan, like how to make it work, how to make it an advantage to you. It's really exciting to dissect all of this stuff. And one of the things that really excites me about this is that Beachbody has what we call a balanced compensation plan, meaning it's not front end heavy and it's not back end heavy. And what does that mean to you? Let me see if I can do this in lay terms for you here. But most plans, most companies that you will see that are a sales generating base or an incentive based pay like this, because you don't have a base pay. Like a lot of people have a salary. You generate all of your own income. And how you generate your income is a couple of ways. There's actually a 4-tiered process, reward system for compensation here with Beachbody. And the first, when I say the front end and the back end, it means that most of the time you will see companies that are that they'll schlep you a product, and they just want you to sign up for the product, and you pay for it, and then you're gone and done, and they don't ever get rewarded for your consistency, for staying with it. They being the salesperson, or they being the representative, or the, whatever it is that they call it. Everybody's got a different name for it. And so there's no reward for the long-term success of a program. And that's where Beachbody is different on all of this, is that it's not just about signing up for a product. And it's not just about, as soon as you've got a product, what is the next thing that you can buy. And I think Beachbody did a really great job. They did a great thing in proving that when they offered the Beachbody On Demand. So if you guys don't know the On Demand yet, it's available online. It's virtual. You can actually download up to 4 workouts at a time. You can play it on a number of different players, like Amazon, the Fire Stick, the Roku. You can play it from any internet connected device. And it has every single workout that Beachbody has ever done, in addition to anything new that is released each year. Throughout that year that you pay for that annual access, you automatically have access to it. And it has a cooking show, which I'm really partial to the cooking show. I love it. And I love the foundational videos about clean eating and how they break it down into really simple terms. But the point of me talking about On Demand is that they've created this entire package. And what happens is that they're looking at your long-term success, because you start a program, and either you're at the very beginning of your health and fitness journey, or maybe you're more advanced into your health and fitness journey. But what's going to happen is that you're going to get tired of doing the same workouts over and over again. And in the past, what we've had to do is, like, we buy another program, and then now you don't have to buy another program. As soon as you outgrow it, for the same price that was a program, you now have access to every single program. And so as soon as you outgrow us as coaches are here to say, okay, what's your next plan? What are we doing next? Maybe you want to do another round of the same program. Maybe, like I said, you've outgrown it. You'll get bored of this, doing the exact same workouts over and over again. And that's why they have the variety of programs that they have. They have weights. They have cardio. Do you want HIIT? Do you want plyo? Do you want dance? Do you want like a Zumba type dance? Do you want more of a the routines? Do you want a bar class? Do you want, I mean, just, they've got everything out there. And they've got things that you haven't even seen that get released exclusively to the on-demand. Like that A Week of Hard Labor that's getting released next week that we're doing is only going to be able to be available in on-demand. So my point being is that they are trying to gather great value. They're providing great value to you up front. And so we as coaches get, first of all, we get a 25% discount on any products that we purchase. So you could sign up. There's a number of different levels of coaching, and you can sign up just to get the discount. And anybody that drinks Shakeology on a regular basis will know, and I've already talked to you about this, you should just sign up for the coach just for the discount, if for nothing else. Like, no pressure to ever be an active coach, to get in here, to be talking to people, to be recruiting for a challenge group or anything else like that. Just save money, first of all. Like, that's the smart move. So we get 25% off of any of our products, and then we earn 25% commission on anything that people sign up for as talking. And so, as anybody signs up for challengers, that is the first part of it. And so then if people sign up for it, we get the 25%. Then as the months go on, and each time that they order something else after that, you are then going to earn 25% on anything that they order in the future. So that's kind of exciting, right? So it's balanced. So it's like not just, you're getting rewarded for seeing the continuous success. And you want to, like anybody that's been on this journey, we want to see the success for them. And so that's part one of the compensation. Part two of the compensation is we talk about building a team. And what ends up happening is I as a coach, I can sign up customers just to be challengers, just to participate in these challenge groups that we run every month, that we get down and we like get into a pattern of health and fitness. And anybody that's been through the groups already, that's okay. You know what a challenge group is. If you haven't been through it, love to talk to you more about what actually a challenge group is and why the virtual online community is so perfect for so many of us that are just insanely busy, that can't fit a regular workout in going to the gym or into traditional like classes or anything else like that. So part one, you earn 25% on anything that customers sign up for. Now, as we talk about building a team, I am a coach. You can sign up for that 25% discount, like I said, and you're technically a coach. They don't differentiate between, like, sometimes I'll call it a preferred membership, just so it doesn't freak people out. But it's a coach. Like, there's no pressure. You can cancel anytime. But if you sign up and then you start signing other people up to underneath you, meaning you have somebody that's going to be, I'm going to be the coach that's going to lead you. Like, I'm the lead coach. And so then you have your coaches that are on your team. And as you sign them up, whether they sign up for the discount or they're going to sign up some challengers, or they're signing up and they're ready to work. Like, you know, you've got 3 levels of coaching and you kind of got everything in between too, you know? So if they've signed up for any of that and they are considered what we call underneath you, what's going to happen is you're not going to earn commission from them anymore, but what you earn is something called team volume. And when you're looking at it, think of it as a left and a right leg. You got 2 legs, so you're looking at the coach at the top, and you got a left and a right leg, just like on any team. Like, if you look at any organizational chart at work, it's going to look the same. You're going to have your management per se, and then you've got the employees, right? We're not technically employees. We're all independent business owners. We just have somebody that leads us, okay? And so when they lead you, you've got a left and a right leg. And you put your coaches on there. This is stuff that you learn in the training. We have free training every single month to get coaches started, and it's available to you as many times as you need to go through. Total confession, it took me 3 times going through just to get it because I was busy and I was distracted, and like I wasn't just focused at the time. Like that wasn't my area. So, and there's no, some people get it through in the first time, some people get it takes them 6 times to get through. Oh, well, thanks, Nicole. Fearless leader. Woo, woo. And anyway, so we've got what we call these left and right legs. And what happens is every time you have a coach that signs up or that gets somebody else started, they create volume. So instead of receiving that 25% commission on that challenge pack that somebody had gotten somebody signed up for, it's now, instead of a dollar amount attached to it, think of it as a points system now. And so as those points bank up, they bank up to a certain amount, and once you have achieved your first promotion in the company as a coach, then you are essentially you're unlocking the compensation plan. And what happens is every time that bank builds up, you receive $14 for a cycle. So you can receive, as at your first promotion, you can receive up to $250. And you're like, seriously, that's, $250. By the way, that's $250 a week that you max out. So we are paid weekly. And as you grow, the next promotion, you get $14 a cycle. And then when you reach your third promotion and beyond, you max, it's $18 a cycle. Now, when you reach that third promotion, those cycles that you get, and if you guys are with me so far, those cycles that you get max out at $2,000 a week. Can you guys imagine making $2,000 a week just on what your team is doing? You're getting rewarded for what your team is doing, not even for the customers that you have signing up. And then after you get that third promotion, which is that, we call it the diamond rank, it's how we type phrase our grade structure here. There's 15 more levels above that, and every single time that you receive a promotion, that cap that you can receive on a weekly basis goes up. So think about that. Just $2,000 alone. What would you guys do with a week? $2,000 a week alone. Think about that. And it's very real. So that's something that's a very real and very attainable goal to be setting. So the third part of the compensation plan, and I said that there's 4 and I'm almost blanking right now. So the third part is when you reach the 4th promotion in your business, the third promotion in your business. They just changed it and they set this up. So when you reach the 3rd promotion in your business, you are now eligible for the first level of quarterly bonuses. So in addition to getting coaches signed up, in addition to building a team, you are now eligible for quarterly bonuses as well. So the quarterly bonuses, as you reach your 3rd, your 8th, your 10th, and then your 15th promotion, you get quarterly bonuses, and they all roll into each other. And those quarterly bonuses are based on whatever the company is generating in sales for that quarter. It's very generous, and what I actually realized is that my coach, who is incredibly successful, she's built a business from her kitchen table with 2 little boys. It's an incredible story. It's great to be part of. And the day I realized that she makes more in quarterly bonuses than I do for an annual salary, that was the income post that I saw, that I went, holy, you know what, I can do this. I can do this. I can earn a piece of this. I don't have a desire to be the top coach in the company. But that's the great thing about it, is you don't have to want to be top coach to make a significant impact. Yes, don't forget the disclaimer. Thank you, Nicole. So, and I'm always the one that reminds everybody, we're such HR people around here. But the disclaimer is, and our compliance office tells us, is that there is no guaranteed level of income or success. I can tell you what the minimum and the maximum are that you could be making, but it is all dependent on your effort and the effort that you put in. So, right? So you just have to understand that an hour a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, different levels of effort. I will also tell you, in that 1 hour a day, is that it was focused, and it wasn't just busy. it was productive. And there is a big difference. And I drive that home, that there is a big difference in being, not just being busy. And we talk about being busy because that's easy to relate to, but it's really great and really awesome feeling to be productive. So anyway, the 3 parts of the compensation plan. The 4th part is, as we are doing this and we are rewarded, we have to help. If you are helping 3 to 5 people a month get started, that's it. It's not some astronomical number where you have to be helping 50 people get started and go out and find them. 3 to 5 people every single month. If you are doing that, you are then going to be eligible for, you ever see those companies that advertise like they're sending their top people on a trip? Like they get to go someplace exotic, or they're going on a cruise, or they're going to go suntan down and go to Tahiti for a week or something like that. Beachbody does that every single year. It's what we call the Success Club trip. And you earn an invite to it based on what your previous year's performance was. And then throughout that following year, every month, every time you earn Success Club points, guess what? It pays for your trip. So I am about to go on a really super awesome vacation. I'll do it in the spring. We do it in April with my husband. No kids, because my parents are kind enough to watch them, but you could bring your kids. There's a whole family-friendly area to it too. But there's also, if you know anything about me, I love my wine, and there's an adults-only section to it. And for the first time, we are doing adults only, and I'm super excited. But it unlocks it, and it's very attainable for anybody in the company to be going on this trip. And I love hanging out with these people. Like, these are just really great people where you think that they're all like all about eating salads all the time, and they're never, no way. We work out, like my crew, we work out just so that we can enjoy the awesome food, that we can enjoy the wine, that we can have a good time. And it's all about balance. And so but if you are that person that is like the super salad person, I don't mean to make fun of you. It's just not my jam. There is that niche for you here. And you can sign up with whoever you sign up with, but you can always, like, we are such a giving community with all of the coaches. Like, you see all of these top coaches that are posting, go follow them. Go follow Amy Silverman. Go follow Rain O'Dell. Go follow Alyssa Shoemaker. Of course, Melanie Mitchell. Just all of these people. I can go into any single one and follow them, and their groups, all of them run different types of free groups for any coach to be part of. So if you identify with a coach and you're like, yes, I want to be, I totally get what she's saying, you can go be part of her while being part of a different team. And I love that. I love the sharing. There's not this closed, information vortex that somebody has to, the hoarder of info. We share what's working for us. It may or may not work for you. And then we just encourage each other. And I think that is just awesome. I love it. So the last part here, and I am going to take up too much of your time tonight. The last part I want to talk about is cost. And everybody gets so wrapped up in what the cost is. Let me explain it for you. Very simply, it is a $40 sign up fee to sign up as a coach. If you have ever bought a challenge pack, so any of you guys that have started and maybe you have on demand right now and you bought on demand in Shakeology and you bought a challenge pack, guess what? That $40 fee waived. Yes. Guess what? If you are active duty military, if you are a veteran, or if you are an active duty military spouse, guess what? Fee is waived. Oh, and by the way, for all of our military veterans and active duty spouses, guess what? There is a $15.95 monthly coaching business fee, and I'm going to explain what that is all about in a second. But guess what? That fee is waived as well. So I really love how supportive that they are of the military. And so if you're drinking Shakeology, first of all, you should be signing up for the discount period, whether you're military or not. If you are military and you are listening to this, you should be signing up as a coach, period, because your account is free. There is a requirement, I think, once every 3 months. So if you're a discount coach and for whatever reason you get backed up and you miss a month, guess what? Your account is still going to be free. You have to be ordering something once every 3 months for it. That $15.95 fee kind of scary to people at the very beginning, especially if they're looking at a financial, if you're in a financial crunch. That can be something hard to be looking at. I will tell you, first of all, the $15.95 fee covers just about everything. Like, we do not have to cover, we don't do product, we don't stock product. They do all of the storage and shipping for you. We do, it has an entire back office, which from the human resources side, when you are talking about like this compilation of knowledge and everything else, and it's always just so scattered and who knows what, this is the most incredible back office. They have a frequently asked questions section that you can find anything, and it is always up to date, which totally blows my mind that it is always up to date. And then it is always, they're always posting whatever the breaking news is. They do all of your payroll for you, so you don't, you just claim your state, they don't take the taxes out, but they do the payroll, the processing for you. You're a 1099 independent consultant. And so if you make over $500 in a year, which if you're doing that hour a day, you are going to be making that $500 very quickly. So if you make more than $500 in a year, you will receive a 1099 tax statement. And then you will be responsible for your taxes at that point. But we go over all of that as to how to like be setting aside like what your approximate income is that you need to set aside. So we don't leave you hanging ever. In addition, it also does all of your customer database. There's an extensive database. It lets you run the reports. It shows you like the projected, these projected statuses for everybody. It has templates for your business cards. It has templates for newsletters, for you name it. It is. Nicole, you are so right. It is the best training resources. They have training resources. Okay, so we have product knowledge or product info on every single workout that we have. So we can go, if you've never done T25 and you're like, I don't know anything about it, you know what you can do? You can go into the back office. That's what we call the online virtual office that we have. You go into the back office and guess what? There's a whole video, there's a whole list, you can run an entire challenge group based on T25 because you don't have to think about it. Beachbody just gives it to you. They give you a template, they give you a script. So when we talk about, some of it I have followed, some of it I've kind of made it, you go and you take it and you make it your own. So again, that's what you get for $15.95 a month. And I think that's a really incredible value. I think it's an incredible value just if you're drinking Shakeology alone, and to be able to get that discount of the 25%, you're still coming out ahead when you take advantage of that discount. So that is what the costs are associated with it. As you grow in rank, you'll be doing things like you need consistent volume numbers, and those consistent volume numbers it's not unattainable. We do it in a very easy manner every month. If I'm drinking my Shakeology, which I need to be drinking my Shakeology because it's more than just a protein drink, if I'm drinking my Shakeology, I have met my other obligation for the month. When it talks about having that personal volume, my personal volume, I have in my Shakeology. So it's not like they're asking you to buy 15 different things in product every month. You don't have, it's things you actually need. It's such a well thought out system. And I'm telling you this because I couldn't just, I love Beachbody products. I love the logic behind it. I love what it represents. I love the balance of it. And I wouldn't tell you this if I couldn't be part of another company just to sell a product. Like I just couldn't be. I have to have my heart and soul into it. And that's what I've realized, because this is the first, I love this product and I love everything about it, and I just want to share it with everybody. And that's another big thing that people are like, I want to be all salesy. You don't have to be salesy. Like, you will never see buy this now for, $9.99, whatever. You'll never see that from me on my social media, because that's not what it's about. It's about me sharing how great this is for me, and me wanting every one of you to be feeling exactly the same way. Every one of you deserve to feel that same way. and I'm going to just double check. I've got my little list here, of course, of all the things I wanted to make sure I talked about tonight because it was answering your questions. And the last one is, what does a weekly payday look like? On average, and again, I have to throw the disclaimer in there, is like your effort will determine what your paycheck is going to look like. And I don't normally talk money. People find it crash for some reason. But let's face it, guys, this is a business. And so my husband drinks Shakeology. I drink Shakeology. They just released Daily Sunshine for kids, which is incredible. My kids love it. It has been so great to be able to just grab and go, and both of them really like it. So that's fantastic. But that's essentially three Shakeologies orders. I have the Performance Stack, which I do that Energize in the morning. I love that stuff. I love the Performance line, period, the overnight. It paid for all of that. It paid for the credit card, and it paid for an extra student loan bill. So that's in 1 week. So again, you guys think about, if you can pay for all of your product, if you can pay for, what is it that you need paid for in bill-wise? What is it dream-wise that you think that maybe you are not ever going to achieve, that you want to save for, and you keep talking about it and keep talking about it? You want to make it a reality? We can help set those visions, we can help set those goals, and we can make them a reality. And we are here to do it every step of the way. So I'm really excited. I hope this is starting to answer all of your questions. I'm going to leave the group open for a while, and and I'll keep popping in. I want to share some more resources that I have about what this is all about. But keep asking the questions. Like we said before, this is an open book. There is no big secret of coaching. People they don't want to understand it, or I just need to be clear about what it is. I don't mean to make it a big secret, because I love coaching. And I love sharing it with everybody else. I love being able we're on this process that we're growing a team. And so that's really exciting. And it keeps challenging me each and every day. It keeps challenging me, pushing me out of my comfort zone. That might be scary to some of you. It was terrifying to me because I am a perfectionist. Didn't like it at all, or didn't think I'd like it. Oh my God, I love it. Are you kidding me? Because it's pushing the bounds. It's helping me realize these goals that I would have always just sat back against the wall and let somebody else do it. And what does that mean? That means somebody else would have gotten the glory for it. So it's beautiful. So again, I want to, some folks are worried about sharing specifically on social media. Can you talk about how you share? Sure, I absolutely can. So at first, I was not a big social media person. I hated Facebook. I only got on Facebook after I had kids, and it was only to share with my family. I just was like, whatever, I don't get it. It's weird, and I don't want to be part of it. But as time has gone on, and I appreciated being overseas and having that connection and being able to stay connected, and it just started to grow. And when I started coaching, and coaching is virtual. So honestly, if you want a business, if you want to build a business, there are ways that you can do it in person. I will tell you right now, I've showed you how busy, my life is. So I don't have time to be going out. I don't go to the gym. I'm not a trainer. We've got trainers on the team. We've got dietitians on the team. We've got nutritionists on the team. We have doctors doctors, nurses, you name it, like all different backgrounds that do this for a living, that are involved in it. And so they can go out and do it person to person. But really, this business is built on being on a virtual community and support. And so the only way that you end up building that business is through building your brand on social media. And if you look at that and you're like, what are you talking about? Building a brand? And I don't even want to, I'm scared to even, I look horrible, sweaty when I'm done. I will tell you that the first couple posts are the scariest things that you're going to post. You are going to expect, in your mind, at least in my mind, I was expecting all sorts of backlash, because if you guys remember, I was not at my goal weight when I first started coaching. And so here I am. Who am I to be one that is going to talk about my health and fitness? Some will, some won't. Move on. Who's next? So you are out there, there is so much negativity out on social media right now. Be the different one. Be the person that is going to post the positive. Be the person that's going to post what it does for you, how you're helping yourself every single day. When that journey first starts, it doesn't matter if you just say what your workout was because you got it done. It's your own personal public accountability, and that's all you have to think of it as. Don't read into like what these greater social media business strategies are or anything like that. All that counts is you get started. And you get started on social media and you're sharing that journey, because you know what? And I've got coaches on this team that I never even knew were watching me. You don't know who is watching you. You don't know who is hearing what you are saying, because social media is full of stalkers and creepers. And it's not creepers in a bad way. It's just, that's kind of the social media term for it. And you know what? You don't know who you're reaching. And so you're out there, and that day that somebody comes that has made that decision to make that change in their life, and they've decided to make that change because of you. Yes, Nicole, I am talking about you. They decided to make that change because of you. Guess where they are going to go? Because you have been on social media and you have been brave enough to post your journey. So you know what? I understand the fear. I understand the fear so much. Most scariest post I ever did, again, me, not at my goal weight, was posting that I was a coach. I sat there going, just do it, okay, and I did it. And I expected, and then I went to bed. I put my phone down and I just went to bed. I was so scared, and I probably felt sick at the time. And I woke up to just this incredible amount of support and people being really positive about it, because I'd already been posting some selfies, and these sweaty selfies. And you know what? It wasn't for them. It was for me. It was for me needing to find that accountability in my life. Some people need that accountability, some people don't. But you know what? There's some people that don't. The more that you are posting out there on social media, the more you are reaching the people that do need that accountability, and that will be more willing to reach out to you. So there is, from any different angle, give me an angle, give me a concern, give me a fear that you have about being out on social media, and we will come up with the strategy for it. We will come up with an alternate strategy for it. You don't want your kids on social media, they don't have to be part of it. You know, if you have, but you have to put yourself out there in some way. And there is, out of, you know, the thousands of coaches that are out there and that are active, there are really classy ways to be out on social media. And I truly believe that that Melanie Mitro, being part of the Dream Team, is one of those that just has it nailed. Like, she's just classy to no end, and she teaches that, she shares all of that. So if you've got concerns about being on social media, we can address that, we can talk about it. And it's really funny because she actually just messaged me and just distracted me. So I thought she was listening in on the call, but I don't think she's part of the group. I don't think I've added her yet. So that was the final on that. Is, don't forget, I said earlier in the post tonight, is, do you want Melanie to jump in here? Would you like to hear from her? Again, she's incredible with her time, and she has said if you guys are interested, she will pop in here. So I will do that as a separate post here shortly. And as a poll, it will probably be, you know, do you want to hear from Melanie Mitro? Do you even know who Melanie Mitro is? So I hope I've answered at least the initial batch of questions. So we've talked about my work day, what that looks like, money, cost, is this a scam? What was my payday? What was my payday this week? And just the overall feeling of it. We talk about social media. The training, and I think I've said this in another post, but the training is all free. So we talk about that too. Beachbody has, oh, I see my husband back there. He probably needs to wave. But so Beachbody has a whole back office of training, but us as the Dream Team, we offer free coach training every single month. And then we have advanced training as you grow your business that is always available to you. And again, it's all free. It's all free. It's all online. We have quarterly meetings that are set up around the country that you are able to attend as well, that has additional training to it, announcements. And then we have an annual event. If you've ever seen me go to Summit, and it's I've done years and years and years of big corporate meetings, and I gotta tell you, this is hands down the coolest one. Those are the coolest ones I ever go to. I look forward to it so much every year. So, yeah, with that said, keep the questions coming. I will keep the group open, and thank you so much for all of the questions that you guys have already been sharing, and I look forward. We've got our next new coach training university starting on Labor Day. Again, it's all online, so if you have plans for the weekend and you're like, I'm not sure if I can commit yet, I understand, and you can get caught up. So don't let that be the hindrance of starting a coach training for yourself, because again, it's all online, it's all self-paced. And we would love to have you. There's a reason that we invited all of you into here. So if it's something you're even remotely thinking about, or if you're like, wait a minute, I think I want the discount, let's get the discount. Let's talk about that so that we can make sure that we're saving you some money. So, okay, my next alarm's about to go off, and I'll share my alarms later on of what that all means. So you guys have a great night. Thank you so much for being here.